Seminole High graduate Jenson Van Emburgh has overcome incredible odds. He was paralyzed at birth. His spine needed 31 screws and 2 metal rods to keep it straight. But as 360's Olivia Stacy explains, none of that stopped him from becoming one of the best in the world in his sport.
Table tennis requires focus and a high level of stamina.
And it's exhausting a lot of times. His whole day he has to play against the big guys, strong guys, moving around.
Jenson Van Emburgh doesn't give up. It's what's allowed him to become one of the best table tennis players in the world.
But he has something they don't have. He brings that, his tenacity, his fights, smartness, never give up.
That fight is something Jenson has had from the very start. At birth, he suffered a spinal cord injury. His parents were told he had no sensation from his armpits down and would be in a wheelchair for life.
It's been difficult to see your son go through, medical issues and situations, but we never look back. And, my point of view is he's never looked back.
Jenson tried many sports before he found his passion for table tennis at 9 years old.
Started off okay, but then by the end of the week of the tournament, I was like beating everyone, all the kids that were playing. So I'm like, oh wow, I'm actually not bad at this.
Now he's number 11 in the world in his class and the top-ranked junior in all wheelchair categories. Jenson gets his competitive drive from his father, who was a tennis pro, making it to the semifinals in Wimbledon.
I've always instilled him that, hey, listen, you're doing it from a chair, and you're using wheels, and that's okay.
He's had a long road of medical obstacles, overcoming each one with a positive attitude.
You never hear him complain. You never hear him, about some of the situation he has to go through. He just deals with it, puts his head forward, and, tries to get through it.
But in his junior year of high school, he faced another setback. Jenson had a spinal fusion surgery, which resulted in life-threatening complications.
In and out of the hospital, and then I even fractured my femur after that. So it was a very difficult time, but I always had table tennis in the back of my mind to keep me going and keep going, looking forward, because I still had my eye on Tokyo 2020.
His perseverance has paid off. Jenson qualified for the Tokyo Paralympic Games.
Even though people say, like, oh, you're disabled, you can't do this or that, I'm like, I've proven everyone wrong that I can, and I'm going to keep proving them wrong.
His goal for Tokyo is to win a gold medal, but Jenson has already left his mark on the sport and beyond.
Just the way he is and the way he carries himself and the things that he's had to overcome, that's where I'm, the most proud.
It's a character, it's just there. You have or you don't have, and he has it.
A lifelong dream to represent the United States and athletes who have overcome incredible odds.
It feels very good. I'm very, very proud to represent the U.S. and have the honor to represent my country. I never would dream of it, but sometimes dreams come true.
Olivia Stacy joins us now. Liv, aside from Paralympic gold, what are Jenson's future goals in the sport?
He has very high goals in table tennis. Jenson basically wants to medal at every tournament he competes in, but he also has big plans academically as well. This fall, he will attend Florida Southern, and he hopes to major in psychology. He said he really wants to find a field where he's helping other people, but he is keeping his options open. I can assure you that whatever path Jenson pursues, he will give it 100% and be fully invested. After talking with his coach and his dad and seeing him at work and practice, he certainly is an extremely dedicated athlete and person. They both told me whatever Jenson sets his mind to, he'll achieve.
Liv, we got a lot of great athletes in the Bay Area. This young man is right up there with the best of them, without a doubt. Inspirational. Thanks, Liv.